Yes, you've got to
all of those words.
Promote the brand. Yeah, so day 4 is now complete at the Tornado World Championships. You may be wondering, hold on, shouldn't it be day 5? Well, no, because we already had a rest day so that everybody could actually do more than we were doing on the water. So everyone went into day 4 feeling a bit more tired than they were previously. But as you would have seen if you saw it, today promised a new feature on the racecourse, wind. And sailing out of the channel here this morning, then onto the racecourse, I do believe, were we double trapezing?
We were, yeah, we were.
Double trapezing, absolute bliss. It's like, I remember what makes this as fun as it is.
Shake the cobwebs off.
Yeah, really.
Stretch the legs. Great
bit of yachting out to the racecourse. And quite a lumpy sea as well, quite a rolling swell. So we went for the start and we absolutely banged it. It was a very nice start and got away clean. General recall. Yeah, that's right, general recall. We got away clean and you got out on the trapeze.
Loads of space, loads of trapezing.
Yeah.
Ready to go.
Very nice indeed. General recall, which means that there was too many boats over the start line for the race committee to call back the individuals. So it's just like, you're all starting again. Now come back, do it again, do it better. So what was the wait? It was only 5 minutes.
Yeah,
so,
5 minute wait. And then again, we sort of just chilled out for a little bit, get our transits. The line had stayed the same at the time. We were ready to go. New countdown, new lineup, same tactics, sort of middle of the line. And the timing went really nicely.
And that one, even better. Our nose was in the right place, which is exactly where we wanted it to be.
Yeah.
However,
unfortunately, here goes the whistle again for another general recall.
Yeah, there was quite a lot of people hungry for action, so we got called back. And then I think we had to wait for about 25 minutes until the next start. And I'm not going to lie to you, I'm going to tell you this. I don't do very well sitting on a boat in a rolling sea. I have suffered from some sort of seasickness in the past, and it didn't go well for me. So by the time that we got to the third start, I was feeling a little bit queasy.
I was ready to catch.
Yeah, but I did say I wasn't going to chunder on the trampoline.
Yes.
Any chunder over the side or the back, depending on what's more convenient. But on the third start, the race officer, rightly so, put up the black flag, which means that if anybody is over the line early, they're immediately disqualified and they can leave without any pudding.
They also changed the windward mark, so the actual peak of the wind that we expected today was at 11 o'clock. When the first race did actually get off with the first start, but all of these delays from the recall, it just kept changing. The wind kept veering and lightning as well. So they changed the course.
Lightning.
No, lightning of the wind.
Okay, yeah. I didn't see any
luckily,
stormy
but the
conditions.
clouds were building. So they changed the course a bit more to starboard, rightfully so. That's what the delay was for. And it's just veering more and more, getting lighter and lighter. And we've finally got this race off.
Yeah, and I think we'd used up all of our good starts for the day.
Yeah.
I only packed 2 of them when we left the beach. All right, we've packed 2 good starts, used those up. Third start, it wasn't terrible, but you'll see it in the video later. But we weren't in clean wind, which is one of the key ingredients that you need to be able to stay in the right part of the fleet. So we just started getting set back in the dirty wind. And then what we were having to deal with, which everyone was having to deal with, was these large rolling swell with wind-blown chop as well, but without the wind to actually power you through that stuff, which did make it extremely difficult. And to be honest, they're conditions that are quite alien to me. I haven't practiced in those conditions at all, not until this today, and I'm still none the wiser of how to make it work.
Yeah, the chop height was certainly bigger than any day we've had so far. With that, it was like the wind against the current, so it was, yeah, substantial height. It's almost holding on to the boat a bit more. None of that forward on the bow too much. A few slippery sections, wasn't there?
Yeah, a few near misses. So the downwind legs were quite good at times, because with this rolling swell, if we could encourage the boat to go for a ride on one of these waves, woohoo, party time. But the wind was generally too light to actually be able to get on them. Don't be fooled though, tonight's video is going to be an absolute blockbuster, so make sure you check that one out. So shall we cut a long story short?
Yeah.
Then we finished and it was done. We were disappointed, but we'd made it and I was feeling much better. Thank you very much.
Yeah, the different experience today, wasn't it? And then the second race.
Ooh. Yeah, second race, let's just say it started badly.
Yeah, so well, let's not go there too soon, because
Okay,
first of all, the course had changed, as I mentioned before. The wind had veered even more back to where we were used to having it for the last couple of days, and that settled down the wave height a lot more, and then we managed to get a little bit of, I think more of a decrease in wind. It was on touch and go whether it's going to be 6 knots or not, but a big delay to that start again. But we managed to line ourselves up, get a nice transit for the new race course. And we were pretty confident this was, going to be a different course, different start. We went for the different start. Joe, how did you find that different start?
To be honest, this regatta has not been going well. Going to lay that down. And we decided we've got nothing to lose because we're already pretty much down the toilet, results-wise. So right, we like people have been badgering us in the comments section, went, right, let's go for the committee boat start. But the thing is, with the rolling swell and the fact that my confidence has been absolutely ruined by the poor performances, I just I wasn't willing to push hard enough for the committee boat to get the front row at the committee boat. So by the time the start was already proceeding, we were like second row at the committee boat, which again is dirty wind right from the start, and that means you're pretty much finished before the race has even started. So it was very disappointing. We can't do any worse. Oh, hold my drink. Yes, we can.
Yeah, we eventually got away from the start line after being boxed in for quite some time. All that dirty wind was just horrific for us, because it does take this old gill to get some momentum going once we sit still and then just get smacked in the teeth by a wave as well. So the combination of the two really didn't sit well for both of us. But eventually we cleared out, and we were just following up the rear.
Just last. But to forward wind to the last upwind leg of the race, we Ben, who's got a nose for sniffing out bits of wind on occasion, so it seems not all the time, he said, all right, let's go to the left side of the course on the first leg of the upwind leg. So we went left and we picked up some pretty nice wind. Not we didn't use the trapeze,
that
of course.
Would be way too exciting.
No, but she clipped along reasonably gaily for about, 4 minutes or so. So then we tacked onto port tack to go up towards the buoy, and we were getting lifted nicely. Wind was dropping, so we were, I'd call it mooching along.
Painfully.
But then through the widescreen TV window in the mainsail, could see there was a cluster of boats that had gone the other way on the upwind, and they'd had no wind on both legs. So because we'd had wind to start with, we managed to take out several boats on the last upwind.
That was very, very fortunate. to get the little bit of hope. It's a bit, with such a long course and a bit of a slog all the way through, you start playing mind games and you're not too sure where you're sitting, especially coming up from behind. It is painful coming from behind, but we stuck with it. I think the positivity, you start mentioning about a cup of tea, maybe we should have one or
you
two.
did say that, yeah. No, you didn't, never said tea.
Maybe we should just have a beer or something instead.
Yeah.
But the bringing it up from behind was that, yeah, I think that was a big highlight too, and it's a great watch. Sorry, you're not going to watch that one. But it was a great watch for us to see us coming through the fleet and bringing it back. There was one other capsize as well again today from the top end of the fleet, so that was quite nice to try and chase it down.
Yeah, but it's kind of like, if you can't win the regatta, win the last race. If you can't win the last race, at least overtake a couple of people on the last leg. Yeah. If you want to walk away with at least a reasonably positive outlook on how things have gone. So we've managed to do that. So we've only lost one position today, even though the 2 races today were our worst. But we've lost one position, so we're still in the top 20, which, considering everything, is okay. Yeah, we'll take that. So there you go. I think we'll wrap that up there.
If you want to give us some more support, give us that like button there. I can see it. I can see there's 3 likes on there already. Wow. Give us some more likes. See if we can push it for the last day race tomorrow. Yeah. We'll try our best for you guys. But yeah, give us all those likes to just prove it.
Check out the video later on. Going to go home and start editing now. That is the life of Joyrider TV at the races. You put in the work on the water, you put in the work fixing the boat, then you put in the work editing the flipping video, which I just don't want to go through it all again, but I've got to. I'll chop out the most grindy bits though. Okay, thanks very much. I'll see you soon with some more from the Tornado Worlds.
Thank you guys.